If you didn't know, I decided to read all the New York Times top 100 books of the 21st century, and today we're going to take a look at Fun Home, a family tragicomic by Alison Bechdel. So this is a comic where Alison is describing her relationship with her father and growing up. So her whole adolescence is described here, and really her family dynamics. The comic is separated by a few different parts, each a different range of her ages. So her earliest memories of her father, middle school, high school, and then college, which is when he passes away. It's really left up in the air. Alison believes that he committed suicide, but that isn't something that is concrete. It's just an idea that her and her family have come to. They believe that he walked in front of a truck, and she is really unpacking their relationship and all of the clues to his unhappiness and how that really leached into the rest of the family growing up. Alison describes her father as being really distant and verbally abusive. So one passage in which she describes her earliest memories of him are on page 20. His shame inhabited our house as pervasively and visibly as the aromatic musk of aging mahogany. So a little passage describes just how fraught their relationship was, in part because she took on her identity wholly and completely. She came out to her parents and she decided to live in her truth as being a lesbian, and her father never decided to make that same choice. I'm trying to be really careful in the way that I describe her father, because I think there's a lot of empathy that I have, and in part I also can't relate to that experience of not being able to live your truth, and because of having to be stifled and oppressed, then you react or you act out in ways that are harmful to others. I think I have a lot of empathy for that idea, and so it's really heartbreaking to read the many instances in which Alison and her family felt those ramifications of her father not being able to be honest and to live a life that would have better suited him. On a lighter note, I think the way that Alison was able to persevere and still find a way to connect with her father in spite of all of these hardships and challenges. She describes him as sparking her love of reading, as someone who was extremely devoted to his creative aspects of his life. She had a lot of appreciation for that and the role that those activities played in bringing him some semblance of comfort, even though they also detracted from her time with him and the ability to genuinely connect. It left me feeling a little heavy, a little weighed down. I would give this a very solid 8. It is extremely powerful.